So I've never been addicted to anything aside from chocolates and cigarettes many years ago. But I can definitely relate to how addictions start because the last few months have been pretty stressful. They've been a lot of things that haven't been going according to plan, and a lot of hard decisions that I've had to make, and I've had to stand with other people while they make their difficult decisions in life. So, it's been a crap few months. There's been some shit happening, and I found myself on more than one occasion thinking, you know what, I just want to not think about this shit for a little while. I just want to be happy for a bit. I just want to not have this weight on my shoulders. I just want to feel better. And like, maybe I could just get drunk. Maybe that would give me this feeling that I'm looking for. Or maybe I could find something that would just make me feel better for a little while. And I mean, I'm lucky in that I've had people in my life who've shown me how to deal with difficult situations. Doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes, and it doesn't mean that I don't feel shit, and it doesn't mean that I don't want to get away from life every now and then. But when I feel shit and when I feel like I want to get away, there's a lot more steps that it would take for me to get to the state of actually acting on those impulses. Because when I experience something, I ask myself, okay, though, what's going to happen if I go there? Is that really what I want? What's driving this feeling in me? What's driving this desire in me? And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people have drugs and alcohol and sometimes relationships, sometimes cigarettes, sometimes destructive behavioral patterns, whatever it may be. That's what they use to feel better because they don't have any other way. No one ever showed them, hey, look, when you're going through intense emotional periods, this is how you can help yourself to be more stable. This is what you can do to support yourself. This is what you can do to support people in your life when they're going through a difficult time. So, essentially, I can very much relate to what addicts go through, and I can very much see how easy it would be to slide into a full-blown addiction that could end in destroying relationships, destroying lives, and essentially selling your soul to the devil for your next fix. Because I can very easily relate to, and we all can, how shit life can be, and how much sometimes it just seems like it would be so much easier to feel something else and be mentally somewhere else. So this is what I do to support myself in those moments when I want to get away, when I think about using some substance or something outside of myself to make me feel better. And first step is just breathe, and I kind of ground myself in that I slow down so that I'm not just acting on that impulse immediately. It's more like, okay, all right, I recognize that I feel this way, but I also know that reaching out for something to make me feel better is not actually going to fix the issue. It's not going to solve the issue of why I'm feeling this way. As soon as the effects of whatever that fix is passes, I'm going to be back here in the same place, having no solutions, having gained nothing, and maybe actually regretting my decision. Now, this isn't, just to clarify, this is not like let loose and have fun for a bit or let loose and relax for a while. This is different. This is leaning on something to make you feel better. It's like more of an emotional dependency that is more related to things like alcohol, and using that to solve your issues or run away from your issues or just feel better for a little while so that you don't have to deal with your issues. So, alright, so breathe, slow down, recognize that, okay, this is a momentary experience, it's going to pass, recognize that it's not going to solve anything. And you know what? Sometimes in those moments, I recognize that I need to take a break. Maybe I just need to take a few hours, take a day or two, take a weekend and just relax and have fun and, take the dogs for a walk, do something that will, in a more constructive and beneficial way, let's say, distract me from all the other shit that's going on. But it's not really distraction, it's more just kind of refocusing on other things in life for a little while and giving my body what it needs and just coming back to that gift of life, coming back to the potential of life and just enjoying what life could be all the time, but it's not most of the time. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes you need to take a break, but make sure to do it in a constructive, supportive way. Then, you know what? The people in my life, if I'm struggling with something, if I'm feeling so shit that I feel like I can't lift myself up, I go and I talk to someone. And what happens is the moment that the words start coming out, I feel better because I can see the mind fuck that I've been in. I can see the possessive, obsessive patterns of my thinking that have actually compounded and led to this place where I'm feeling so terrible. But you know what? I'm not actually looking at the issue in a practical way. I'm just spinning everything way out of proportion. I'm spinning into an emotional whirlwind of shit. I don't need to do that. Writing is another effective way. If you feel like you don't have anyone in your life who can be that sounding board for you, write it out. And I think for a lot of us, a lot of the time, the most important part is to ride the wave, ride it out, get past that intense experience of feeling so shit that you feel like you need to run away or get away, and just get back to, okay, this is where I am at, this is what I have at my disposal, this is how I can support myself, and get back to those practical, real, physical parts of life that can help us to make a situation better, or at least to get through the worst of it to the point where you can start building on something better, where you know what, things don't always go right, and sometimes it's one thing after the other. So at the very least, we can ride those waves, get through it without adding other shit onto the pile that, for example, bringing on addictions, substance dependencies and things like that. That's not going to solve anything. It's actually going to make everything worse. And also not lashing out on people in frustration, because that's something else that I very much tend to want to do. When I get frustrated, I just blame it on everything around me, and I become completely irrational within that, because obviously it's not anything else's fault. My experience is my own, and it might not be a great situation that I'm in, but I don't have to make everyone else's lives miserable, and I also don't have to make my own life miserable. I don't have to make me miserable. Get back to basics, breathe, slow down, focus on solutions, focus on just keeping stable and taking another step and another step and another step. Alright, probably rambled on long enough, so thank you for watching. You're going to see me next time.